Alright, I believe I'm live. Am I live now? Am I Memorex? I'm not really sure. I never could find the charger for the car. We got a drive. We got a bit of a drive here. What is it? 5:09 Eastern on the Eastern time. Let's see how long it takes us to get back. I am hurting right now. I am sore. My legs are just flat out tore up. That uphill. I should not have attempted that today. Just to be honest with you, let's go ahead and make sure we got all of our shit. Do your gear check before you take off. All your shit. I got all my shit. I got my shit. My shit is right here and ready to go. I got to find some video hosting. We're going to finish up setting up the Fiverr when I get back. I've got some cold brew right here from, where's the damn microphone at? Here it is. Whoa, shit. It got all the way flipped around on me. So I'm not sure how the audio's coming out. It's okay though, it'll be fine. You'll still hear me. May just not be pristine, crystal clear to your ears. So post-hike, post-workout, whatever, you're going to the gym, you're driving back, you're wore down. Now you got to be thinking about how to feed yourself, how to feed your body, and how to nourish it. Those workout bars and stuff are mostly shit. I'm going to sit right here and tell you right now that most of those supplements that are sold are mostly just a bunch of bullshit, sugars, whey protein powders and fillers and other trash, salt, food colorings, you name it. But those are not, most of those are not healthy for you at all, not in the slightest way. It's just like eating a candy bar, so maybe they use a different sweetener, maybe it's vegan, but your options are limited if you're going to cut the salt and sugar and you want a good high quality protein source. So what's a good protein source? Techno Twerps will take a look at that. We're going to have topics on there like food, technologies, subdivide the technology, a whole section just on artificial intelligence. I had a bean in my tooth. Imagine that. Ate some beans a while ago. Got a GD bean in my tooth. But anyway, you're driving back from the gym, a hike, whatever, a workout, a swim, a bicycling. You just wore down, your stomach sort of, you're taking snacks. I don't normally take snacks with me. I don't need no damn snacks when I'm out. I eat before I go. I eat when I get back. Maybe I'll throw a few things in there just in case, but I'm not an extended all-day snack pack kind of guy. Most all your snacks are full of sugar and salt and oil. I mean, even all this stuff, it's all about nuts and fruit. It's like they take a bunch of dried fruit and nuts and they throw a bunch of honey or other sugar and oil and other bullshit and some vitamins, and we'll throw some damn caffeine in there as well. I'm going to cut on pretty much every nutritional supplement out there. We're going to review some. Obviously, if it's got sugar, salt, and oil in it, you can take it and shove it up your butt. I don't want it. Maybe a tiny bit of oil, but if you got sugar and salt, just go ahead and throw it in the trash. I don't want it. I'm not interested. Can we make something without sugar and salt? Anybody? I can make shit at home, but can we make something that we can buy pre-packaged without sugar and salt, other than, you can get some beans, some tomatoes, sugar-free salt, some frozen vegetables, maybe some peanut butter, cashew butter, almond butter, your pastas, your grains, your vegetables, potatoes, starches, yada, yada, yada. You start getting into pre-mixed stuff, it's very difficult to get away from the salt and the sugar. And if you got any kind of heart problems, or you got any blood sugar problems or whatever, consult with whoever kind of doctor or care provider or whatever. I'd be surprised if they didn't say cut your sugar and salt to more acceptable levels. Everybody would tell you cut sugar and salt, but you just got to make the determination and do it and see how it makes you feel. And the oil, I think most of your oils out there are trash. Don't be cooking with the damn vegetable oil. Piece of shit vegetable oil, corn oil, sunflower. Well, sunflower is a little better, but your, what do they call that oil? Not the Crisco, which is shit as well. And your lards, don't be eating lard either. You don't need so much damn oil. Everybody's eating greasy ass food. You pick something up, there's grease all over the damn, wrap it in one of those hand wrappers or a paper towel, just soak your pizza's drenching and grease falling off of it, 1,000,000 grams of salt. Everybody's setting themselves up for serious health problems. And we need to get this under control now. Nobody can get that under control for you other than you. If you're looking for regulations to cut sugar and salt and this and that, good luck. If you need that kind of restrictions, but you really want the sugar and the salt, let's say it got restricted by 50%. Then what could you do? You could just eat twice as much. Or you could buy that and sugar and salt it up yourself, or put some more ketchup or mustard on it. Everybody's putting ketchup and mustard and barbecue sauce and everything. Did you know you're causing tremendous health problems to yourself by doing so? Are you looking at the serving size on that stuff? It's always tiny. Serving size like a teaspoon or something, like a tablespoon or some shit. Putting half a damn bottle of that on your... even call the company up and ask them if they recommend eating a half a bottle of their barbecue sauce or their ketchup on a medium order of French fries. I guarantee every one of them is going to tell you, not only would they not recommend it, but they would recommend you consulting your doctor or healthcare provider. So, the easiest way is just not to eat the shit. But if you are, look at what they recommend. And then look at your estimated sodium grams for the day. Where are you going? Is it 1,500, 2,000, 2,200? You're like 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 grand of sodium. Can't be damn good for you. So, as soon as you get done working out, here's the key right now. You're not going to cut your salt and sugar, but you might be able to limit it certain times of the day. If you're going to do so, the last meal you eat at night, make sure that one and the first meal that you wake up in the morning has the least amount of sugar, salt, and oil, and after you work out, of any other meal. That's when it's most important, before you go to bed, when you wake up, and after you have any kind of strenuous activity. Get those nourishing nutrients in your body, and eat if you're just set on eating shit quality foods, do that once, other than those 3 meals, or other than those 3 times. But a constant reduction in sodium and sugar and oil. Even look at should you eat a lot of meat, for that matter? Do you need to be eating like 10 or 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 hamburgers a day? The answer is no. Do you even need to eat hamburger every day? Do you eat fish every day? Do you eat the same thing every day? The answer is no. You got to rotate your foods, rotate your energy sources. Do you need to eat meat at all? Well, that's your decision, but try not eating it and try eating it. How do you feel better? Do you feel better eating it or not? You've got a trick to eat a lot of meat and to feel like a $1 million champ, and that's your whole thing? Contact me. Contact me. Just like the person earlier that's going to contact me because they found a secret to feel like $1 million by eating tons of sugar and salt and oil and you name it. They feel wonderful eating that kind of shit. Let me know. I'm interested in finding that out. But until some kind of thing like that happens, why not try not eating meat? If you already don't eat meat, I'm not going to tell you to start eating meat by any means. I'm just saying if you do eat it, cut it out and see what happens. You feel better? Keep going. Give it a try. You feel worse? Go back and, throw a burger on and throw an egg on top and some cheese. If that's your thing, go for it. If if it makes you feel good. But try to feel good, no matter what kind of diet that it is. I've got a slow driver in front of me right now. That's okay, I'm just bullshitting away. But we're going to get back to the main road. Hopefully we can get around this guy, gal, whoever's driving this vehicle. They're finally turning, by gosh. We can get a little more progress in. Once they turn, they slow down to like 1 mile an hour. Goodbye. See you later, punk ass. Get out of my way, punk ass. So we're back on our normal train of thought now. We don't have to hang out behind somebody going 5 miles an hour anymore. But we're getting a move on it, and we did a lot of podcast content today. We got to hit 25 by tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do it tonight. I just want to hit that 25 badge. I got to slow the hell down. I got to slow down, regain my thoughts. Well, we're about home. I think we're about to the main road and not too big a stretch. The legs are still sort of sore. Got to get in that hot damn shower, have some soup, have some sweet potatoes, kick back a few minutes, maybe get a rest in or two, few minutes of rest. Back at it, back up, more coffee, back at it. We got 25 podcasts to knock out or go. I wouldn't have done most of these today had I not had that motivation that said you got at your next badge, you got to have 25. Well, from 25 to 50, we're going to take our time. But when you're first starting a podcast, you're going to want to and we got some keywords and all that bullshit to screw around with. Get this out, distribute. When you start a podcast, you want to have at least, I would say about at least 15 to 20 episodes in short order. You don't want to be like the guy who just started, has 3 episodes, guy or gal, and you're taking like a week between episodes. Nobody gives a shit about your podcast that you got 3 episodes and it takes a week or 2 weeks or a month for you to get another episode. Nobody gives a shit about your episodes. Nobody gives a shit about your podcast. It's relegated to the junk pile. Doesn't matter what you're talking about. I don't give a shit about it. I mean, if something life-changing or whatever the case, and I found it, I would listen to it. But you got to be more cognizant of making sure you get content out there. Now, you get 15, 20, 25, or 30. You can space it out a little bit. You got a little bit of a catalog for people to meander through. Different links, different contents, different sources to get the content from, whether that's from Twitter, your podcasting channels, your screen shares and screencasts and what have you. Tired. It's been a long day. Been talking all the damn day. I hope you enjoyed anything. Hope you had something. We got some market videos to come very soon. Probably just going to do 2 at this point. The retail stocks. The marijuana stocks are going to wait. We got earnings, so we're just going to do the earnings. And I think we've actually did quite a bit of market review this morning. So most likely we're just going to do death of retail stocks and then the earnings for next week. Just a little thing, and type a few symbols in, some of the top for throughout the week, and get an idea of what may happen on the market in relation. You don't start getting some of the bigger ones till the end of the month. some of the bigger tech stocks, but we do have banks this week. I think we had some banks on Thursday and Friday. Some earnings were coming out, I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't look. The earnings are just starting to build up, and then here in a few weeks you start getting, a lot of earnings coming in, and get some pressure on the market one way or the other. I don't think all these earnings are just gonna let the market chop up here at the top. Maybe it pushes up. It's going to be telling coming in on Monday or Tuesday, though. Got the thesis right now that we're going to do a sell-off by Tuesday, and we could. We got some earnings tomorrow morning. It's not Monday. Tuesday morning is the next earnings we've got. So, and there's some earnings after the bell as well. So we just got to take a look and see what we got starting the week off. Get an idea on the levels of the futures. And we'll look at some retail stocks that have went to the crapper. Maybe we'll make that a quick episode, like 10 or 15 minutes. But I promised I would do that. I promised myself. I don't want to let anybody down either that's looking for that screencast, per se. So back to where I need to go. I do appreciate you listening in and hanging out with me today. Went through a lot. Covered a lot of things, a lot of topics. Various interests and side tangents and exercise and what have you. I've been on most of the day. Got plenty of stuff to listen to. Plenty of chance to get an idea where we're going with this. And thoughts into the new week, the new market, the new day, you got the new year, which we already celebrated there a few weeks ago, coming in January. It's 2023. Time to reinvent yourself, time to push that, time to move along, progress, time to feel better, time to be happier, time to look better. You feel better, you look better. You look better, you feel better. I'm not talking about artificial looks, artificial things. You just look better, you feel better, you feel nice, you're happier, you're healthier, you're nicer, you're more respectful, you're more kind, more considerate, more at peace with yourself and with others, and more hopeful and positive in the light of any kind of adversities that you may run into in your life and your day, and the challenges that you have to may also help others through that affect your life as well, affect the lives of others. So no matter what you do, you're important. You have a lot of great things to do. When I get off on a tangent or have a few words, call this, it's all in love. I've been through all this stuff. Let's help each other move forward, progress, push through this. Had a few years of a lull. Got to get up, sweep off the dust. The musicians are back out. The entertainment, the restaurants are open. You can breathe better. Now we just got to feel better. And if you haven't learned anything else from the last few years, it's that you need to start eating healthier. You need to have better foods. You need to cut the sugars, the salt, the oil, the sugar, the salt, the oil. I'm going to talk about this almost on each and every single episode. I'm not going to let up on it. Will not back down. If this runs some advertising dollars or people off, that's fine. I'm doing it in love, everybody. Trying to help, and that's the easiest thing that you can do to help yourself. Help me help you. Help me help you cut your sugar, your salt, and your oil intake. And your meats, but that's part of the oil. So your fats, your oils, we'll call it fats, oils, whatever. Get your fat intakes down, your oil, your salt, your sugar. Just cut it down, 10%, 5%, 20%, 50%. And whatever you're confident, whatever you think's good for you, look at those levels. Look how much sodium you should have in a day. the recommended carbs for a day. Use that as your guide. It's out there. It's on every single box and every product. Recommended daily allowance, whether you believe in it or not. If you kept under those allowances, which hardly nobody does, you're going to look better and feel better. So whether that's the be-all, end-all, it's probably not. But I guarantee you it would have a tremendous reduction in your daily intakes of certain foods and substances, different, I call substance like sugary, mystery crap and, this and that and sugary crap of pile of junk. Cut that stuff out. Let's start feeling better. Check out the daily recommended allowance. They put it on there forever. Nobody reads those labels. Let's stick with it. Let's stay under there. Let's get that sodium in check. Let's get the sugar in check. The oils, the saturated, the whatever fats. Look at the labels and let's start getting those down. Let's go below those levels. Let's go further. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But our goal here is to feel better, to look better, to be happier, to be healthier, to move along and push through these challenges that life throws at us, and to also be there for others in their time of need and provide the same assistance and get them eating healthier and being happier and healthy and content. So let's get moving on along here, and we're going to, without further ado, we got to take the garbage out tonight. I'm just a little cold. I'm going to go get a hot shower. We're going to put some food on. We're going to get that bean soup. We made it back. Another challenge we worked through. We were very tired in this challenge, but we did it anyway, and I think we're going to be better for it in the long run. So until next episode, this is Techno Twerps.